Yeah. What?
Gone are the days, now I'm coming back stronger. These kind of scars go deeper than skin. Don't make a sign if I stay any longer. Been through the dark and I won't go back again. No, I won't go back again. These kind of sands always end in a reckoning. No, I won't go back again. These kind of scars go deeper than skin. Oh, I'm done setting myself on fire just so I can keep you up. I'm done killing my own desires just so I can give insecurities. It didn't occur to me I was pouring my heart out at the table. You turn on me, you turn on me. Said you'd take it to your grave, now it's dirt on me. I should've known better back then. I would've sworn it was forever. Love, hate, the same thing, different color letters.
Now, from the home of the Raiders since 2020, we're inside the spectacular Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Las Vegas Raiders. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. And off we go from Allegiant Stadium. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Simpson going to open this one in the air. That's down the field, and he's got Ferguson, the tight end. A huge play right off the bat. 39 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not every... on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That one incomplete. Good job. Excellent there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down. He was looking for Blake Corum out of the backfield. Third down coming up. Quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll try it now with Corum. And he's going to have the Rams first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
First down.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
A first down throw for Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Second down, they need 7. Back to throw is Stafford. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Pretty uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
They'll run with the Boise State product, Ashton Jenkins. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Play action now for Fields. Oh, he's taken down. Dangerous spot there, so close to the goal line, but they will mark him at the 1.
A sack certainly isn't ideal in this situation, but I think this quarterback considers himself lucky he at least prevented the safety. This defense is in attack mode. They know they're one big play away from taking a 2-0 lead.
From his end zone, he'll throw it on 3rd and long. And this will be incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and it'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. On 1st and 10, Stafford unloads downfield, looking for Nakua.
Stafford's pass complete to Puka Nakua. Touchdown.
Now the try for an extra point.
For the extra point.
He's got it, and the Rams will take a 7-0 lead.
Score, Rams 7, Raiders 0.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return is Dante Thornton. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa. Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. Mevis good on the extra point. And the Rams will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
A first down throw for Fields. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Tackled by Jeremy Chin. A 5-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down at the 18-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll take a shot down the field. A dive, and he's got it. What an effort. What a catch. We are through 1. The Rams out to the early lead. And we're back in Vegas after this. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football as they've got it with 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Wow, look up, see a defender all over him. Stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's deep for the back of the end zone.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down.
Here we go.
Fields to throw for it. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
So here, as the quarterback, you can't take that sack. You have to understand it's fourth down. While you don't want to throw a pick, you've got to get this ball out of your hand and give one of your playmakers a chance to make a play for you and extend this drive on fourth down.
Stafford now to throw on first down. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Stafford gonna give it to Cora. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Third and 2, Stafford. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, son. Right.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Fields from the gun on third down. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find a throwing lane, and it sets up fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Second down, they need 3.
2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone. And incomplete.
Well, it's no secret to anybody who follows this league. This is one of the elite playmakers in the entire NFL. So he put one high, thinking his guy would go up there and get it. We've seen him do it so many times before.
That is brought in the end zone. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, L.A. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. Nevis good on the extra point. And the Rams will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good. 319, can I cut? Go Mars, go Mars.
Fields now. That one caught by Benson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
they will get another play off. We have reached the 2-minute warning. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Fields going to look to run this himself. And good work here defensively. They force him out after a gain of just a yard. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
319, can I cut? Easy. You got it. Out, let's go. Out. Nice.
Here's Fields. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. He gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing is Fields. That is caught at the 3. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
On the return, it is Trey Tucker. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the ground, it's Corum to start the drive. Up the sideline at the 35. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. Once again, it's Corum. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this 1st half. On the handoff, this is Corum. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 6. A play fake. Now Stafford. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Now the Raiders going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They're going to go. It's Stafford. Unloads downfield looking for Nakua. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Fields. He'll go up top with this one, and that is incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Fields now on second down. That one incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to bring up a third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in the second quarter.
It's fourth down.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. Back to throw is Fields. He's got his man, Max Booten. And he's going to have the Raiders first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Now a second down throw for Fields. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
To go.
Here we go. 319. Let's go. Alpha right here. Easy, easy, easy. Hey, run there.
Now, Fields. In trouble, and down he goes. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This a 44-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And the Raiders cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10. There's a duck on the kickoff. Not only doesn't it reach the landing zone, that's going to be spotted beyond the 40-yard line. A first down throw for Stafford. Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown.
You know, sometimes with these veteran defensive backs, Mike, what you lose in speed, what you lose in some of their athletic ability, maybe they had a few years ago, you more than make up for in just their experience. There's not a pass route they haven't seen, a concept they haven't studied. They can communicate with everybody else, not only what they expect to come, but make sure they're in the right checks and the right adjustments. And, man, the impact he continues to make on everyone around him. And tell you what, he might be getting up there in age, but as you saw here, he can still make a play or two.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's tackled at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Long story, it's a lot. Now my circle's so small that it's closer to a dot. They thought I was repping Grape Street. I'm turning up the watch.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 5.
Here we go. Turn, turn.
They'll go again with Genty. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Drive rolls on here with first down and 10. Once again, it's Genty. And he'll get about 5. From the 48-yard line, here's second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
We'll keep it on the ground with Genty. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Play action now for Fields. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down.
222. Let's go, Alpha.
Now Fields. He's got his man. That's Besh. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on fourth down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on fourth down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
Raiders first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Looks like a design run here with Fields. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
Brings up second
From a little further back, here's second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll get about 4 out of this one. Run after the catch. Hard to come by down here. Here comes 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
And the best offense on 3rd downs, Mike, is to be really good on 1st and 2nd down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Raiders cut the deficit down to 1.
So after a drive of that length, I guess you feel like you want to come away with something. But, you know, anytime you settle for a field goal, it always feels to me like for the defense, it's a win. So you put a drive like that together, it feels like you've got to punch it in for 6 and don't really give themselves the opportunity.
That is Ferguson in motion. First down, Stafford. He'll let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. That is Ferguson in motion. 3rd and long. Here's Stafford. Finds Nakua on the slant. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Well, 3rd and 19, no problem, as they convert for the 1st down.
Middle. Big 20. Ready. White. Red 80. Like 7. 21.
Out of the gun, Stafford. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Caught by Nakua on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this 2nd half. That grab gets them a 1st down. To the air again, Stafford. To the outside, it's brought in by Adams. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. And we will not get another snap here. That is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's a run to begin the 4th quarter. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
3rd down.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They stop him again, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss. And it brings up 4th down.
Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. That's going to be caught.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league.
Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Rams are going to open up the lead to 8.
Raiders 20.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Genty. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. Fields now. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Jack Best that time, and it's going to lead to 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he will go down under the pressure. They got him. That puts a serious dent into any chances of mounting a comeback. They'll turn it over on down.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on 4th down. He ends up taking the sack, and now your drive is over.
That's called in on the left by Nacua. And he's got another one. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
It's a 10-yard loss.
Myles Garrett, he gets it yet again. That's now 3 sacks for him in this one. Come to the line, got some work to do now. It is 2nd and long. To throw is Fields. That is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Rams.
Well, it's just a tough spot for a quarterback. 4th quarter, you're trailing. You know you have to kind of force the ball downfield a little bit if you're going to have any chance of coming back. And the defense is just sitting back there saying, you know, throw it at us. Thank you. We'll take it. And they end up taking that one back for a touchdown. And it looks like it's celebration time right now on that.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. The Rams have it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown.
Sometimes instant offense actually comes from the defense. I mean, what a play to start the drive. Not only the opportunity to take the ball away and give it back to your offense, but the defense said, nah, you guys just stay on the sideline. We're going to take this back ourselves for 6.
Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Rams will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here we go, son. Green 9 finger, son. Yep. Yep, yep.
Off the play action, here's Fields. Myles Garrett, absolutely singular focus on right now. He's just picked up his 4th sack of the game.
At the
Just simply more of the same, and you're just not going to have a lot of success, Mike, when you're constantly starting drives with second and long, third and long. It's just not a good way to play offense in the NFL, and here we go again.
He'll let this go deep. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
And 16.
Fields. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by Quinton Lake.
Take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first and 10, Stafford. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That'll bring up second and long.
Loss of 12 yards. It's second down.
32.
From the gun, here's Stafford. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
It's third down.
That is Ferguson in motion. Stafford from the gun on third down. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And now it's fourth down. Stafford to throw it. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
Well, that was a disaster. I like the call. I like going for it on fourth down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession, but after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
Here we go, son. Turbo, son. Hey, Ken. Go.
First down. Fields. He'll air it out down the middle. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Now, timeout Vegas. That is their second. They'll talk things over before third down.
Here we go, son. Green 19, can I set? Easy. Hey, Ken.
Now, Fields. He'll let one go down the middle. That is brought in. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. Accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an outside kick. Well, they at least had to try it, but the return team ready for it and secures possession.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
A first down throw for Stafford. Exiting the pocket right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And it's a gain of 19 to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A shotgun snap to Stafford. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. 2nd and long coming up.
A loss of 11 yards. It's 2nd down.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. A throw right side, taken in by Tucker. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. The kicking team off for the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams are able to extend the lead.
56, Raiders 27.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return is Thornton. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Here we go. 319 gets set. Hey, 10.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. He's going to take a shot downfield, and this will be incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Fields now on 2nd down. Again, working deep downfield. That's hard. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Yards, the gain on the play. And the Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Second down, it's Fields. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Fields to throw for it. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Stafford now on 1st down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson.
Here we go. 19 section. Eleven. Hey, Ken. Easy.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will